All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a great matchup. The Arizona Cardinals, who are 1-1, against the Detroit Lions, who are also 1-1. Today, we are just going to see how these two teams collide. Let's see it. Ooh, and a deflected pass. Oh, and a nice connection. Number 19, who was the star receiver last week that we saw. He had an incredible game.
Yeah,
Just,
he's
just really came in clutch.
indeed. This game, he's trying to prove that he's the top receiver in the league. So keep an eye
Yeah,
out for him.
honestly, I think he definitely has a shot. I mean, he's got a lot of competition, especially on this team alone right here. He has D Hop, Christian Kirk. He's got Larry Fitzgerald. He has to compete with. It's a pretty tough league out there for these receivers, as there are so many that have became so good.
There he is again.
He just does not drop a ball. He just tends to hang on to these.
A2 on the other hand, gets that ball swatted right out of his hands.
Just great defense by the corner there, though. We have to give it to him. Same right there. I'm not sure why this quarterback's quite forcing these passes into these spots. Just must be desperation and no time in the pocket.
There he is again.
And there will be a roughing the passer
Oh,
call. Oh, it's
holding.
a holding. Oh, I saw that quarterback go down.
But I guess that it was legal.
Yeah. You never know these
There he
days. Oh, and a
goes.
sack causing them to punt the ball. Not a good scenario you ever want to be in.
21 back to receive it. Only gets 2
And a
yards.
great tackle by number 27. Oh, and he connects with number 87 and get about, I'd say about 5 yards.
Drake unable to get anywhere really. 2 yards.
It's good defense right there. The Lions have really picked up their defense. And a pick, as I say this, number 28 tries to juke but gets tackled and brings it to the 26, putting the Lions back on the ball.
That's the rookie corner, Jeff Okuda, with the pick. Tight end. Catches it.
Indeed he did. And number 82, almost a first down, bringing them to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 2, they hand it off to the running back, and just a great stop. Number 55 with the tackle. They drop back the pass here. He throws it to the running back and happens to lose yards, and they'll just take a field goal.
So with how good that drive started, kind of sad to see it end like that. But
Honestly,
3 points is better than no points.
you must be very disappointed, though, as that kind of corner. Like, you put your offense in a great position, and they just don't quite finish. Sure, I
Yeah.
mean, you're happy to get points, but, I mean, so it's much nicer to put 7 points on the board when you're within the red zone.
Kyler Murray fumbles.
Oh, and a fumble.
But he gets picked up by number
recovered
64.
by number 64.
And they actually gain. No, lose 1 yard
No,
from that.
lose 1 yard.
But it could have been a loss of like 8 yards, so they can't
Or
be
a
happy with
recovery
that.
from the defense.
Exactly.
Oh, and they lead them to the punt. I have a feeling that Detroit's going to win this ball game, but it's very early to tell right now. But I just want to call it now, man. They're on a hot streak. They got their defense together, and that is just a terrible timing pick, man. Put that on compilations of announcers jinxing the game. Just terrible timing on my part. Funny nonetheless. Number 41 with the kick return.
Gets it to this point.
Kizer takes the snap. Oh, and he's got a man. Number 19, of course, takes it upfield into the 38-yard line past midfield.
Number 19 has a lot of the receptions so far this game. So
Number 19, man, he has just been popping off for this offense, and he's just coming clutch. He gets open almost every play. He gets a huge chunk of yards. Always catches that ball. And a terrible pass as he gets hit.
Kizer took way too long in the pocket there.
Yeah, for how much time he's been having in the pocket, he needs to like adapt quick and do some quick passes, get this ball off quick, and they'll settle for another field goal. Man, it really seems like this Detroit Lions our offense cannot finish when they're in the red zone. So maybe they don't have a huge chance at winning this ball game. They just need to pick that up and stop throwing interceptions because
That'd be
that
a
is going to kill
huge
them.
part of it.
Yes, 2 pick sixes in a row. The only good thing that you could say is that their offense has yet to score, but giving their defense 2 points is never a good thing. It's given them a lot of momentum. Currently, the score is 14-6, Arizona Cardinals.
Number 41 returns it to the 24. Should have just let it bounce into the end zone. Throw it to Galladay. I don't know what that flag's for, but
Number 19, of course, with the catch.
roughing the
Roughing the
passer.
passer. Of course, they'll likely take that.
Oh,
Oh, and almost caught by number 19. Just great defense. Nothing you can do there. Oh, and they target him yet again, and he catches the ball this time. And off the
Johnson.
33, and a big gain right there, a gain of 8.
Oh.
Oh, and he reaches, but not quite in the end zone. Puts it at the 1-yard line.
Oh, but that
They hand
hole
off to him again, but just a
collapsed.
great stop. Can Detroit finish here?
They can.
They can. Take the extra
A
point. And
shanked
barely
extra
makes
point.
it. Oh,
No.
he misses it.
Not sure
Well,
how you
now
miss
they're
an extra
losing by
point as a
2 points.
kicker in the NFL, but
Not sure how you quite shake an extra point, but I guess you do. But oh, and another
an
interception. Kizer
incredible
just
read
cannot
by Buda
stop doing
Baker.
this.
Holy. Just got right in the middle of that ball. Jumped up,
It was
grabbed
an
it.
amazing read by Buda Baker, but also just a terrible read on Kaiser's part on top of it.
Trying to force it to Galladay because he puts in the work. But
So hopefully they can stop their offense as it's yet to be successful. But putting their defense in that spot is just not good. But as you can see here, they're probably gonna have to settle for a field goal if Detroit keeps this up. But they
they
just can.
don't.
They score.
12-21, kicking it back to 41. It calls for a fair catch and gets it at the 25. But they punt. And the
Giving
Cardinals are
Arizona
back
this
out
ball
there.
back and this deep in the game with the score the way it is. Oh, and Murray puts on the jukes. With this deep in the game though, it's a dangerous thing.
Christian Kirk only gets 2 yards with that rush.
Felt like a lot more. But really with those jet sweeps, you feel like you got a lot of yards, but really you only get around 2, 3 for most of those when it comes to like this kind of offensive line.
Kyler Murray taking off. He
Oh,
goes
but
down and he's injured.
oh, an injury timeout. Kyler Murray will
We'll see
check back up
how
on him.
we'll see how important that injury is. And did they get it out at the one? They did not. But
And this coming
Detroit
in,
punted again.
Kyler Murray is no longer playing for part of the game, possibly most of the game. We will find out more.
Hundley taking the snap, gets it to number 89 once again, Isabella. Couldn't get it to Fitzgerald that time. And he fumbles.
Oh, and he fumbles. And
But
Arizona's yet again lucky to pick up this fumble. They will settle for a field goal. Almost closing this half, about 23 seconds left.
I don't think Detroit can get down there and score in 23 seconds. It's not like them.
Not likely either, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have faith. They're throwing it deep. He might have a chance at this. He catches it! That's insane! How did he catch that ball?
Incredible
One-handed.
catch. And but not another catch. Almost
But they will
was.
settle for a field goal. That was honestly an amazing attempt.
All right, well, they have it
Detroit
back
getting this
on the
ball
other side
back.
of half. And it's thrown
Throws
right to
another
the
pick.
linebacker.
Kizer is having a terrible, terrible game.
And this just in, Kizer has been benched for Marcus Mariota. So we'll see how he does
And
after this drive.
after this drive, Andrew will have the update on Kyler Murray's injury, and we'll check back in on that.
Should have been
Almost
a pick.
intercepted.
Another
yet
missed
another one.
opportunity. Wow, these Lions need to.
I mean, there's a
catch
reason
the
why
ball.
these guys aren't receivers.
Yeah. But he blocks the
and
ball.
a
But they pick it back
block.
up. They really need
that
to get on the.
leads
They need to figure
Detroit
out
on
their
the field.
turnover stuff.
When he connects with number 82.
And from what I'm hearing, Kyler Murray is out for the game, possibly up to 5 weeks.
Now, Cardinals fans, it's very upsetting to hear, but we're not quite sure what the injury is. They'll get back to us later.
Pass to the tight end to get up to the 7. Marcus Mariota having an exceptional start to this game, opposite of what Kizer was having.
Oh, and a touchdown by 33 to put them back in this ball game. And he makes the extra point this time.
Point. They're only 2 points down, so a field goal would put them in the lead. They just have to stop the Cardinals' offense.
Which they recently haven't been able to do, but they apparently have.
Throws to Galladay,
he connects with number 19 for a huge gain. Put them at the 32 past midfield.
Mariota still hasn't thrown an incompletion, I don't think.
And yet there's another completed pass, number 88, to put him at the 27, 2nd and 5.
He hands it off. Huge hole.
Oh, a huge run by 33 to put him within the 10.
Just a throwaway.
He had a man wide open. I'm not quite sure why he didn't throw to him. No one was over there. He throw to him. That's a touchdown right there. If this drive doesn't end in a touchdown, oh, the hate that he's gonna get. And
he throws a pick.
Man, he's gonna get flamed on social media.
Number 18 breaks the tackle to get 15 yards. Incredible.
Somehow the Detroit Lions have stopped the Cardinals yet again. Cardinals, I guess they just can't get the ball rolling anymore.
But
the last few really, I think they have one offensive touchdown and a field goal.
Yeah. But they fumble. And 97 taking it
for
back.
Possible another defensive touchdown.
Will Galladay be able to catch up to him? No.
Another defensive touchdown. This Arizona defense is the reason why this team is winning.
They move it out of a 1-score lead into a 2-score.
Now Detroit's got to really figure out something about this O-line against this D-line. This D-line is just eating them up and applying a ton of pressure and causing a lot of turnovers.
But I guess they couldn't because the Cardinals are back on offense. I think Detroit's games really are decided by the trenches. Like, if the defensive line of the other team's worse than the offensive line of the Lions, it seems like they win. But when the defensive line is better than our offensive line, we lose.
It just tends to. That's where the core of the team is. Really, honestly, honestly, people don't understand it, but it's one of the most important positions of football.
He fumbles again for a touchdown.
Another defensive touchdown.
But Reddick is injured. They go for 2 for some reason, and Drake gets nowhere.
They don't make it. Tried to extend the lead by 2 extra points. Could not do it. 37-22. Will the Lions make a comeback in 11 minutes? A lot of football to be played. Apparently,
Not.
they're quite struggling.
Oh!
And an interception. 23 takes it to the 45-yard
Oh,
line.
and now the rookie Nick Fitzgerald's out there because apparently Matt Patricia was tired of Marcus Mariota fumbling. Kind of a strange thing to put out a rookie when you're down, but
Yeah.
maybe they just gave up
I
all
don't really
hope.
know if I like the call. It's quite risky. Marcus Mariota quite knows what he's doing out there, but at the same time, like the
Maybe he
fumbles,
doesn't.
you can't really blame, but there was a couple picks.
Like fumbles show more about your line, but Nick Fitzgerald has thrown a
Exactly.
lot of incompletions, but he only threw one pick in the preseason, and he was by far our most accurate quarterback. So
Mm,
for a rookie, I think he's pretty good.
I agree. I agree.
Kerryon
Oh, and a huge
Johnson
hole, and he doesn't.
doesn't
I'm
get in.
surprised they don't quite call that a touchdown.
I would have if I was a ref.
Me too.
Oh, and he
Oh,
trips.
but they'll go for it because they need to if they cannot settle for another
Three
field goal.
tight
It
ends
was
out on the
huge,
field, and he
and he
breaks free to
makes
get
it.
it.
Wow, that was huge. That one man just had him, and he just broke the tackle when it came in clutch. Had he not made that, that's disappointment and knocks this whole comeback out of perspective.
But nah, Cardinals punt, so Lions are back out on the field.
A nice run by 33 to make it 2nd and 2.
It
Oh, and
appears
a huge run.
It appears that they're trying to get their run game started in the fourth quarter, which I don't really know why they didn't at the
But
beginning
it
of the
appears
game.
to be work. Yeah, that I agree with. I'm not quite sure why they didn't try to establish this early on in the game.
Yeah, why they had to wait for the rookie quarterback to come out instead of just doing it while Marcus Mariota or Kizer were out
Kizer
there.
was in.
Yeah. Ooh, a great swat.
That and also it's a risky time to be running this ball and wasting this much clock
All right, it's
when you're
4th and 5.
down. It's got a man open down deep. Tries to connect but doesn't. To get the ball back with 1 minute left. Throws an interception. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Can't quite catch up to him in time. Arizona defense, this might be a record for how much a defense has scored.
I'd believe it.
44-29. Lets it bounce out. Smart move.
A
And a
fumble
fumble.
and picked up by the Cardinals yet
One thing I
again.
know this team is
Ooh,
going to be
but it's
doing
booth
next
review.
practice is working on hanging on to this ball.
But it looks like the game is over. I don't know.
Honestly, a huge part of the Arizona Cardinals is why they won. Is the exact reason that's actually is why they won. Is that defense.
Yeah.
All I know is that
8
defense is
takeaways.
getting the pizza party.
8 takeaways that game. Kizer threw 4 interceptions. Mariota fumbled 2 times. Fitzgerald threw a pick. Kerryon Johnson got his run game started late game, but that doesn't really do
Fumbled.
anything for us.
Someone
Kenny Galladay,
fumbled.
310 receiving yards. Like, clearly he
Amazing.
wasn't the issue. And then on defense,
It's
just
just
Cardinals all
amazing.
around. Like, interceptions or
Just
sacks, we win.
insane.
But at interceptions, it seems like every Arizona DB had one.
They might have. They probably did. I think a few D linemen might have had one too.
I wouldn't doubt it.